If you decided to click on this video, it might be because you're in a tough spot. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like you're falling behind, like you're not where you should be. But let me tell you something, and I want this to sink in. As long as you are learning, you're not failing. If you're still trying, if you're still moving forward, if you're still figuring things out, you have not failed. You're in the process, and that process is a sign of growth. So stop beating yourself up. Stop looking at your setbacks and thinking they define you. We live in a world that loves instant success, instant gratification. People want everything right now. Social media tells us we're supposed to have it all together, be in perfect relationships, own businesses in our 20s, be living the dream by 30, whatever that means. But most people are stuck somewhere in between, working hard but making mistakes and feeling like they're not where they should be. But here's the reality check. There is no one right timeline for your life. And guess what? You're not failing. I mean, think about it. Everything you've gone through, every failure you've had, every time you told yourself you couldn't make it, that's part of the process. You learn, you grow, you make better decisions, you develop skills, you become the person you're meant to be through those challenges. If you weren't learning anything at all, then maybe we'd be talking about failure, depending on the circumstances. But as long as you're learning in any way, shape, or form, you're just evolving. If you're out there wondering if you're doing enough, if you're constantly comparing your progress to others, just stop. Because that comparison is slowly but surely killing you. You're not running anyone else's race, you're running your own. And the only person you should measure your progress against is the person you were yesterday. And let me be real with you for a second. I feel like failure in the traditional sense of the word is a lie, because society has sold us this idea that if we haven't reached certain milestones at specific times, that we failed. But who made those rules? And who decided that those rules are correct and need to be followed? Who decided that there's a perfect age for success? You're allowed to figure things out at your own pace. And look, I know you've probably made a lot of mistakes. You've probably taken a wrong turn, missed a couple opportunities, maybe even hit rock bottom. You might feel like there's no way up from where you are right now. But you have two options. You can either keep going or you can quit. Those are the only two choices you have. What else do you want to do? And if you quit, that's where real failure happens. Because failure isn't about messing up, it's about giving up. And if you're still learning, you're still growing. That's it. I want you to understand something very important. Every single time you fall, you're learning something new. Yeah, it might be hard, it might hurt, but that's where growth happens. The best lessons aren't learned from success. They're not learned from constant growth. They're learned from failure. And let me tell you, if you can learn from your mistakes, you can keep going. You can keep improving. You can keep getting closer to your goals. So don't get discouraged by where you are right now. If you're learning from your mistakes, you're already on the right path. And I know it's tempting to look around and see people who have it all figured out. Their lives are perfect. They've got it all together. But remember, you don't know what their journey looked like behind the scenes. You don't know what failures they've been through. And trust me, they've been through a lot of failures. You don't know what challenges they faced. And don't let their highlight reels make you feel like you're behind. You're right where you need to be, as long as you're learning. Now let's talk about something that can be a game changer, the power of consistency. You don't need to have everything figured out today. You don't even need to have the perfect plan for tomorrow. What you need to do is keep showing up. Keep making progress, even if it's small. Keep taking action, even if it doesn't look like success yet. Consistency wins. It's not about taking giant leaps forward every single day. It's about moving little by little, day after day. And the small wins add up. If you're feeling stuck, if you're frustrated, if you're questioning everything, don't quit. Instead, ask yourself, all right, what have I learned today and what can I improve tomorrow? And I promise you, if you walk through life with that mindset, you're inevitably learning and growing and thus not failing. You're becoming the best version of yourself. You're building a kind of resilience for yourself that'll pay off, even if you can't see it yet. And listen, there's no shame in not having it all together. There's no shame in not knowing exactly where you're going. What matters is that you're at least moving, at least growing. And that's something to be proud of. So stop letting the world tell you that you're behind. You're not behind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So commit to learning, commit to growth, and stop worrying about when success is gonna come. Success isn't some destination you arrive at in the future. It's the person you're becoming day after day. It's the process. And one more thing, and this is for the people who feel like they're just not cut out for success. Stop doubting yourself. I mean, you've made it through everything so far, haven't you? You're still here. And if you're still alive, if you're still breathing, you're not done yet. You're in the process of becoming who you're meant to be. So start taking action. I want you to pick up one thing you've been avoiding, one thing where you've been telling yourself you just can't do it, one thing you've been postponing, and just have at it. Just take that first step. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to arrive before you can start. Because let me tell you, that perfect moment you're waiting for is never gonna come. And there are a million reasons not to do something. So just start. And every time you feel like you're falling, remind yourself, as long as you are learning, you're not failing. Keep moving forward, keep showing up. You're on the right track. I know that as long as you keep learning from your mistakes, you will succeed. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a week, maybe not in a month, but someday. So keep growing, and don't forget, as long as you are learning, you're not failing.